say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Stallions about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense takes the field. And here it comes for the first time as the start of this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. We start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its move.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers. They practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. And the coverage team will get good, and they'll down it just inside the 30. The Stallions offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
It's caught. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides the back on the option again. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
He'll do it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll stick to the ground looking for the mark. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. They'll try to open his quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And the Stallions trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stallions. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Goes to the option. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Brad. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Black 14! Black 14!
The option look.
And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
BYU has this offense clicking. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Handoff from the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Defense comes out on top with a pick. Coming out on first down with a play fake. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It is deafening in here. So in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Fires on the move. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Stallions will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Return's going to get it all around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and do your job.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch them take this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wants to throw. It's Buckmeyer. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Cougar. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late, and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Has rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time and couldn't get him blocked, and there goes the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the option. Past the sticks, and he made it more. And all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
How about picking up top yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Tackle is made at the 7-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they take the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on. So,
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's McGowan. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Stallions have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
the defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving.
Touchdown Stallions! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Offense gets set for second down. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go right back to it. Stopped almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. He's going to throw deep right side. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of this.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on defense.
And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Let's go.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Here we go.
Right back to the well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On the option. Quick toss. Got some room there to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU. And with that, they move back up here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown. And more importantly, take the lead.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
17. Sharps. 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the move, he fires. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and lure them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Stallions decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't can't stop me running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll run the option. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet.
And that's brought to another Cougar.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Let's go.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option.
They absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. It is deafening in here. Something noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. Goes to the option.
Points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Stallions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Gain of 15. 1st down for the offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, they're after him. Fires into the end zone. Oh, intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Stallions. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback